afternoon, evening, even. Hello, for whatever time of the day it is. How are you doing? Well, it's day when I have Monday morning serious already. So, I did with astrology. Anyway, intro astrology here, and then we do a collective overarching. This can also, which is correctly, really is applicable correctly. Then I'm going to do a 12 card, sort of pick card style read. I'm talking about, and I will explain it more. Andy, how are you doing? So, Linda, could you tell me sound ask? So, I bought a new microphone. Thought, been doing this a while and subs going up, so I'm doing it. What is it? I'm laughing. That now sounds so much hassle. Anyway, so I bought this new microphone. World. I have this dulcet, velvety, beautiful voice. But this is going to be also when I was on Lady D. So I got this microphone. What a hassle I have had with it. Messed up. What does it sound like? Pause. Got that. Oh, bear with me. Right. Might have until you I fix continue or not. So if there's sound okay now, or is it still absolutely um um right. Any better? Uh of it. That I don't know. Bear with me. Okay, how about that? Is that any good? No? I changed anything? I can do finger spelling. Oh, is it working now? Is it working? I've got a yes from Mandy. I'll just wait till I've got some more confirmation there. That's perfect. Oh my God. Right. So this is disaster. Right. I don't, you wouldn't have heard what I was saying before. So sorry about that. What has happened is so I decided, because I've got a few more subs going, I'm going to keep doing this. And this was mentioned when I was on Lady D's show on Saturday that my microphone wasn't very good. This is what I've been using all the time. I thought it was all right, but not fantastic. So I bought a new microphone, thinking it was going to change the world and that my squeaky voice would become a dulcet, velvety tone of beauty. And so I tried to set it up. First of all, stupidly, right? And I don't know why I did this, because I know there are different types of microphone, and I know that there's one that is USB and one that is XLR, and you have to have a audio interface for an XLR microphone. And I've written an article for a client of mine about it ages ago, so I don't know why I forgot this. But anyway, it turns out that I bought an XLR microphone. So then I had to buy an interface. And so then it turns out that the microphone won't even stand up on the desk. So then I had to buy an arm for it. And then it turns out that the arm itself cost nearly 100 quid. So by this time I'm like 200 quid down on this sodding microphone. And then it won't work properly. And then I need more software, which is like equalizing software. And then I found yesterday, I spent hours yesterday trying to sort it out. And I found in Prism, which is streaming software I'm using, there is some sort of equalizing thing a little bit. It's okay. It's not fantastic. So I spent ages and ages and hours setting it up, right? And like got it all as perfect as I could get it. It wasn't great, but it was all right. And I thought, well, 200 quid down, and all it does is sound as good as the laptop microphone. What a disaster. But anyway, it's working. So so I walked away from the laptop having left all the settings set up, and then I turned it on this morning, set up the stream, went to Prism, and there's no input from the microphone whatsoever. So, and I couldn't get it to work, and I'm resetting, and I'm going through the settings, and everything's set up. It's almost like the driver itself has stopped working. So, so then I put this is the laptop microphone back on, and obviously all the settings are that, and I can't remember what I've just done to fix it, but I had to go back into the computer settings and smash the new microphone up now because. But anyway, I'm. So it's Monday morning and everything has gone wrong already, but that's okay. And we'll think about astrology. So I'm gonna, when I start, if you're new to this stream, you will have turned off already because like you've put it on and first you can't hear me, and then like I'm just ranting on about the microphone. But if you're a regular, you'll understand that I don't normally do that. I normally rant about something else. So what we do here is we do a little bit of a planetary astrology overview just quickly, and then we have a look at a collective reading. So that could apply specifically to you, or it could be more of a generalized overarching reading. Then I do a 12 card, sort of a pick a card style reading. But I'll explain when I get there. Hello, Nacy, how are you doing? Thank you for sticking with me this morning. Sunseas, how are you? And Mr. Steve and Mandy, you were here to start with. And thank you for telling me my microphone was crap and not just going away. For my afternoon, I'm trying to fix it again when I've got like work to do for Hay House. Or I do writing work as well, and I've got that to do. That's like what I need to do. Oh, right, not talking about microphone. Okay, so astrology. Got a full moon in Scorpio, and that is like it can be really intense emotionally for people, but it can also give you a chance to clear the air. Also, depending on where your planets are, which planets are in Scorpio, then you can It can affect you in different ways. For example, last night I had a mad dream about sitting with my ex, who's the father of my daughter, like who I haven't been with for like 17 years, and having a conversation with him, a really intense conversation about why we split up. Then this morning I realized my Venus is in Scorpio. Venus is your planet of connection and love. So, and that Scorpio is like bringing out emotional revelations. So that dream really fits in with what's going on in the planet. So if you want to find out where your what's going on in Scorpio for you, if you want to be more specific, because full moon's in Scorpio, so that highlights emotions. But you could have another planet in Scorpio, which would also be affected. If you want to find that out, I would suggest you go to called cafeastrology.com, and you can get a birth chart made there for free. It's like a bit where you put in your date, time, and place of birth. If you don't know the exact time, you can sort of get around it. It just won't be accurate for your fast moving planets such as Mercury and the Moon. Um, and you that will tell you where all your what sign all your planets are in at the time of your birth. So I know that my Venus is in Scorpio. Um, that'll give you that. So that's a little bit of astrological information for you, but it's well worth doing if you're at all interested. Right, so I'm getting a 3 card reading here. Okay, so I've got the Four of Cups first of all. Four of Cups is very much about and it's reversed, sorry. So it's talking about period of contemplation that is over. This is a kick in the butt card. It's saying that you need to stop procrastinating. You need to stop contemplating your next move. And like it's a card where people often get this in the right way up. They've got like they're not making the right decisions, or they're taking too long on choices, or they feel spoilt for choice, or they're bored with the choices that they've got. So if this is light on that, my system is all knackered. I need to really sort out my crap, don't I? Because I've got light on the card there, and the camera's all wrong, and the sound. And don't get me started. So we need to wake up from a period of contemplation and procrastination today, because what's next is the Death card. Upright, brilliant card. Wake up from contemplation and get rid of those things that are holding you back. What should be dead to you? What can we just chuck to one side and get rid of? Okay, the Death card is a fantastic card in all respects, because it's things have got to be put to bed, things have got to be swept away, things have got to be burnt. The dead wood has to go in order to move forward. And that ties in nicely with this Four of Cups reversed. Because sometimes the things that are holding us back are the things that we need to put to bed. And that Death card is all about putting these to bed. Mandy, you have a snowstorm. Is it actual snow? Of you're in Canada? Because I was thinking here we have a snowstorm of blossom at the moment. It's like breeze, all the blossoms blowing off the tree. Right, so we're putting to bed things that we no longer need, because moving forward, we have the High Priestess, which is a card, one of my favorite cards of the deck, all about using your intuition. So a literal um a literal explanation of this little reading would be move forward, put to bed things that are holding you back, and your intuition to path. And it could well be that that new path is something to do with your higher self, to do with a new path in like, I don't know, have you considered an alternative path? Like, is there something you want to learn, like crystalling or something like that? This High Priestess is all about the intuition side of you, all about knowing yourself, also about the divine feminine as well. So it's that kind of path forward. Another sort of explanation for this could be, all right, you need to put a past relationship to bed, you need to get rid of it, it needs to go. Your intuition is telling you that a new period of your life is opening up, where you will know yourself better, your divine feminine will come in, and you will move forward. So it could, little 3 card could be it could relate to you in various ways. It's difficult with a general reading, be specific, and I can give you. Oh, is the sound still knackered? I've just got a message from Charlene that the sound is going in and out. Uh, right, let's move this a bit closer. Um, I don't know how it fits. I'll have to. It was all right before. It was working before, wasn't it? And now it's not working again. I don't know what the problem is. Um, I'll persevere for a few minutes. You can tell me if it's getting any better. If not, then I'm plugged for it. Maybe every now and then it's cutting in and out. What on earth is wrong with it? Get up. All right until I spent 200 quid on a new bloody microphone. Now it's ruined everything. I mean, I'm back on laptop sound now. Right, I'm just gonna be a bit closer to the microphone here so you can see my wrinkly face. But I'll sit here or try and sit here and see if it's up any better. Um, hello, Bear. How are you doing? Um, right, so I'm going to do the 12 card reading, and I'm so sorry if my sound is crap this morning. And I just want to smash it up, really, the laptop, the camera, the new microphone, everything, and start afresh. I can't. Right, okay. I'm going to put 12 cards down and stop moaning about the sound. I will never, ever, ever buy a new microphone. Ever. Right. Start with number 7 today. Number 7 is about temporary loss. 7 is your 5 of Pentacles, and it's about something that you've lost temporarily because it's returned to you now. It means that if you sounds like the hokey cokey. But right, so something that you've lost is coming back to you today. Something that you thought was gone for good is going to return to you. Now, I'm going to be really quick when I'm doing this today because I just can't stand this thought that the sound's going in and out. It's really doing my head in. So, this is about something that you've lost that is coming back to you. In fact, when I've done this, I'm going to even delete this live stream because it's just like bad advertising if it sounds crap. So, something that you've lost is coming back to you, number 7. Number 6, it's time to put down the burdens that you're carrying. You've got the 10 of Wands. That means that once you put down these burdens, it feels like you'll be able to find your destination. You're heading towards the place where you need to be. And it's time that you stopped letting other people sort of put burdens on you or put the responsibility on you. I think, Charlene, I think it's because I'm leaning right into like the microphone. I don't know what I've done with it. I really don't. So it's time for you to put down your burdens and move forward towards your destination, because that's going to mean you're carrying a lot and it feels like you've been carrying a lot for a long time. But it also feels like you're going to be able to put these things down, you're going to be able to leave them behind and move on. So if you have the opportunity to offload something onto something else, like delegate either responsibilities or duties like that, do that. This card is saying you've been weighed down by a lot. Right, number 5. Number 5, you have the Knight of Wands reversed. This can be like stagnated energy. So you might feel like it's difficult to get going today. It might feel like um, you need to sort of need an oomph today. You have no oomph. It feels like you're stuck. It feels like you've woke up feeling like you got out of bed on the wrong side. It can feel like you are just not quite sure how to get your joie de vivre back today. This would be for sure this morning with this awful microphone problem. So the Knight of Wands first is very much sort of, you're feeling like bored and directionless. But what the only sort of message of hope from this card is like, try to put it on the back burner. Try just to, if you can, write things off today and like allow them to stagnate, because this is an energy, because it's a night, it changes quickly. So it feels like you're going to regain your energy. It's just today's a bit of a downer. And I know that I am rushing through these today. It's just because the sound is crap and I need to go and sort it out, but I'm determined to get through it. Right, so number four, we've got the Queen of Swords reversed. Now, the Queen of Swords reversed can be a real bitch of a card. So this can be, when we've got a court card, it's either you or it could be somebody else around you. So watch out for this woman today. If this is you, then it feels like this is somebody who could be manipulative, who could use their intellect for the wrong way, i.e., to use it to manipulate people. Can be a bad-tempered woman, somebody who's sarcastic, but not in a nice way, like they use it to trip people up. So if this is you today, then the advice from the card would be, thank you, Mandy. The advice from the card would be to watch your tongue with people today. Try to make sure that you're not cutting people with your sharp tongue, because it's easy to do when you're in a mood. And like sometimes you come across too harshly. And I think some people who relate to the Queen of Swords can sometimes not know that they are um, not being offensive to people, but just being quite abrasive with people. So if that's you today, then just curb your tongue and make sure that you know that your words aren't hurting somebody or having an effect on somebody that they shouldn't have. Conversely, this can also be somebody that you come across today. And if you come across the reverse Queen of Swords today, my advice would be to avoid them, because as we're talking about, if it's you, they can be hurtful, and it's almost like they don't want to hurt you, but can't help it. It's like that. Have you heard the story of the scorpion and the frog? The frog's on the riverbank, and the scorpion comes along and says, like, "Can you carry me across the river, frog?" And the frog's like, "No way, because like you're a scorpion and you'll sting me." And the scorpion's like, "Well, why would I do that? Because like if I sting you while we're going across the river, then we're both going to drown." The frog's like, "Yeah, that makes sense." So the frog takes the scorpion across the river, and then halfway across the river, the scorpion stings the frog, and so they both start drowning. And the frog's like in his dying breath. I don't know why the frog's drowning, because they're like amphibians. Never mind. So the frog's drowning, and his last breath, he's like, "Why? Why did you sting me, Scorpion? Now we're both drowning." And the scorpion's like, "Yeah, I know, but I couldn't help myself because I'm a scorpion." And it's like the Queen of Swords reversed is that scorpion. She can't help herself. So if you come across the Queen of Swords reversed today, give her a wide berth, because she can't help but sting you. And I'm even looking in the wrong way today, because I've moved my camera, because I thought that might be across where the laptop microphone. I changed the camera as well. I thought, oh, this is a nightmare. So that was number four. Let me know. Hear me. Number three, we have another queen, but we have a good queen this time. We have the Queen of Pentacles. So if you've chosen number three, or if this three resonates with you, what you have here is somebody, this could be you, this could be somebody that you meet today, that you come across. Somebody, it's somebody who's very independent, somebody who's in charge of their own money, somebody who has got a handle on everything. It's like you can balance things. It's like you can balance your household things. You can balance your emotional life with your um logical life. It's like you can balance your heart and your head. Queen of Pentacles is a really, really tough cookie, and she is able to delegate well, and she can ensure that everybody's working together. So these were together actually. My Queen of Swords upside down, who was being a bitch, is like the nemesis and the opposite of the Queen of Pentacles right way up, because she throws oil on troubled waters and calms things down and balances things, whereas that Queen of Swords reversed is like a troublemaker. So if you are getting this card today, then that's either you, brilliant, you can sort things out today, you're on top of stuff. It's a great day to find out, what needs done and to get it done. And if this is somebody that you come across, so this is often an earth sign lady as well. So it could be a Virgo, a Capricorn, a Taurus, who's got some really good advice for you, and they're very, very grounded. Morning to the Netherlands. If I don't think you've been here before, Namira, and I have to apologise to you. I'm having problems with my sound today. But I'll try and get it sorted for tomorrow. So that's our Queen of Pentacles. Right, number two, we have another nice card. It is the Six of Cups, and this is a card of nostalgia. So this is a card that talks about a blast from the past. So if you've picked number two today, or if this card is resonating with you, it feels like you will either be thinking about the past but in a good way. It's like you're looking back on looking at old photos and you know revisiting those old ties emotionally, and it's a good thing. Or you could have somebody contact you from the past, like somebody sort of sort of friend you on social media, or you just notice them, or they come into your life again. And it's somebody that you've often known, like way back in childhood. And it's that connection to the past. But this is a really positive card. So it feels like if somebody from your past context contacts you today, then take it as a positive omen because it feels like they are going to bring some joy into your life. And it's like nurturing your inner child as well. So when sometimes we reconnect with childhood friends and it feels like, you feel like that energy again, like when you used to be friends and everything, the weight of adulthood and the problems, like microphone problems, haven't encroached on your life yet. It's like that kind of energy. So embrace your child energy today and reconnect with somebody from your past. Number one, we've got the Ten of Swords reversed. This is, believe it or not, is a good card because Ten of Swords is often about an event which is quite shocking. When it's reversed, it usually means that you've taken steps to avoid catastrophe. So it feels like something that you've done has averted something happening which would have been unnecessarily unpleasant if you hadn't changed what you were doing. So this is almost like a pat on the back card, and it's like saying, well done for avoiding disaster. However, in order to avoid disaster again, you obviously have to identify what that disaster was and what steps you took that enabled you to avoid it. What I would suggest for you today, if you've chosen number two, or if this is resonating with you, is that you ensure that you're on your guard, that you know how you've avoided something going wrong and you don't make the same mistake again. Again, I'll remind you that I'm sorry, I am rushing through things today, and it's not because I've got to be somewhere else, it's because the microphone rubbish and I don't know how long it's going to stay okay. So I'll have to spend the rest of the day trying to sort it out. Number eight. Yeah, we've got another queen. So we've had three queens out today in 12 cards. Now, there's only four queens in a deck of 78. So what's the chances of that? I don't know because my maths if you're American, is no good. But we have another queen. We have the Queen of Wands reversed. So this is, again, we're looking at the negative um, side of this card, if you like, the negative side of this queen. Um, this can be you, this can be someone else. This card is often experienced when it's like somebody's coming from a place of jealousy or dishonesty around you. So it's a female energy might come across today, or who is influencing your day, who is working from a place of jealousy, who is working from a place of envy, or is trying to disrupt what you have and what you are able to do because they're envious of your position. It feels like the kind of person who would bring somebody else down in order to make themselves look better. And that often happens at work, doesn't it? And it's like it can often happen in that kind of situation where somebody feels not confident in their own abilities, so they'll try to make somebody else look worse in order that they look better, if you understand what I mean. So that could be, this is what it means if it's else who's around you. And they can also mean fidelity as well. So is there somebody else who has designs on your partner? I hate saying things like that because it's like you don't want to instill sort of not being trustful of people, do you? But I am telling you straight what this card means. Um, so it can be infidelity as well. So watch out for that. That's if it's somebody else. If this card signifies yourself, it often means that you're not being honest with yourself about a situation. And if you look at this card in its rightful position, and the light on my camera. Everything is wrong today. This queen is looking at her black cat here, and the black cat um, is symbolic of her inner feelings. She has special powers of discernment. She knows what's going on. And so she's looking to her black cat for information. She is somebody concerned. You know, when you get these people know when you're lying to them or can see straight through you, that's the Queen of Wands, all right? And she does that by consulting her metaphorical black cat, which is her inside feelings. When it's upside down, it's talking about you are not consulting your inner self about something. You could be deluding yourself and you're not being honest with yourself about something. So that could be you, that could be someone else. I'm going to go to number 12. Mandy's chose number 12. Let's have a look. Mandy, we have for you today inner strength and fortitude. So this card is a major arcana card, which is, it means that it has a big effect on you. It's like a big change, or it's something that's going to impact you. And this is a brilliant card because it's talking about the fact, you know, that saying where you never know how strong you are until you need to be strong. It's like this is this card, but it's not brutal strength like the chariot can sometimes be brutal strength. It's like having an inner glow of ability, that inner knowledge that you can get done what needs to be done. It's like you know that you've got to do something and you're determined to do it and move forward and you do it. There's a little saying that I use when I'm stressed out about stuff, and it's I can, I will, and I did. And that's like this card. It's like I can do it and I will do it, i.e., I'm going to do it. And then I put myself forward into the future by going, and I did, by like saying, yeah, and I did it. So it's already done in my head. It's like a manifestation. I can, I will, I did. And this is this card. And like, I'm going to give myself this card today and I'm going to use it to fix my microphone. So I can, I will, I did. And that's what I'm saying to the microphone. And I keep looking over here. This is the offending microphone. Look, this is what's causing all the problems this morning. And it doesn't stop playing ball. It's going back to Amazon. So it needs to listen carefully to what I'm saying to it. So this is a great card if you're Mandy and you've chosen number 12, or if this is resonating with you, you're number 12, then your inner strength is going to shine through and carry you through any difficulty over the next day or so. So it's a great card. Number 11. Oh, we've got the King of Swords, and he's the right way up. The King of Swords is a strong guy, and he's intellectual. Hiya, Pam. He's intellectual. He is in charge of things. So we've got a court card, which this can be you, or it can be something that you come across. And the King of Swords it's somebody who's very knowledgeable. So if you are being the King of Swords today, it's like you're in charge, okay? You're in charge and you can delegate and you know how to be a good leader, all right? You use your intelligence in order to sort things out and in order to cut through any confusion, because swords are very often about that cutting through stuff. So you cut through the confusion and you get things done. If you have something on your plate to do and you've for 11, this card is a reassurance that you're going to be able to do it because you are sovereign. You are in charge of this you are in charge of this situation. You just need to trust yourself and to put your crown on and remember that you are in charge, okay? Don't let anybody else sway your opinion. If this card is more about talking about somebody that you come across today, this is a good guy, okay? Swords aren't necessarily conflict. They are also intellect and capability. So if this is somebody else today, this could be that you are offered advice or help or support by a king of swords. And swords are air, so it's like a Libra, a Gemini, an Aquarius, or something with those sort of airy, communicative qualities. So it's a good communicator, somebody who would be like, you know, the head of a telecommunications, something like that. That's a silly example, but somebody with that sort of energy. So if you come across somebody like this today, then take their advice because it feels like it's going to help you out. And thank you, Aussie Mel, for talking. They've given me some words of encouragement about the microwave. Microwave? No, it's a microphone. do you know, all day yesterday I kept calling it a microwave as well. That's probably why it stopped working. It's just taken the hump. It's got the hump with me for calling it a microwave. But thank you, Aussie Mel, for your encouragement about the microphone, and I will get it working. But the stupid thing is, I had it working yesterday, and I don't understand. Like computers shouldn't be temperamental, should they? And things that you attach to them, because they're binary. They're either one or a zero. It either works or it doesn't. Why would it just not work for no apparent reason when you've changed nothing? Drives me mad. That drives me absolutely mad. Right, number 10. Number 10. This is a great card. I love it when I turn a card over and it's such a positive card. So if you've chosen number 10, 10 resonates with you today. It's time to celebrate your achievements. It feels like whatever it is that you're doing, you have reached a time where you can sit back a little bit, take your foot off the gas, and like look at what you've done. So look back at the things that you've achieved and allow yourself to celebrate those things. I think sometimes in life we like rush through things so quickly that we fail to notice our achievement. And noticing our achievement what spurs us on to do good in the future, because it's like you must, if we don't congratulate ourselves, nobody else is going to do it because everybody else is as busy as we are, and nobody really notices what everybody else is doing. And sometimes we have these little achievements which we've made which are like massive milestones for us, even if they feel really small. You need to congratulate yourself and you need to celebrate the things that you've achieved and the places that you've been and people that you've got to put things right with as well. Because I think sometimes, if there's somebody that you need to put something right, things right with, and then you do celebrate that, celebrate the fact that you are able to do these things and you've got something in life to celebrate. Because I think as well, we get wrapped up in the negativity. Like this morning, I'm so wrapped up in the negativity of the Hiya Bailey. Thank you for popping in to support me. It is appreciated. I'm wrapped up in the negativity of my microphone today, but we need to celebrate the wins. And so hopefully by this afternoon, I'm going to be celebrating conquering the microphone. If not, I'll be celebrating sending it back to Amazon and saying goodbye to it forever. It'll also be quite a thing to celebrate, I can tell you. Number 10. No, number 9. Number 9. I finished on number 9 again. I got into such a habit of doing that and I don't know why. Number 9, we have got the Page of Wands reversed. So the Page of Wands reversed can sometimes be news that you weren't expecting, which feels negative at first, but actually changes the course of what you were going to do. And that turns out to be a positive thing. Look out for that today. Pages are often messages that turn up. Pages are messengers. So they turn up with information, and a Page of Wands reverse can often feel like a spanner in the works. So it can feel like you get some information which feels like a bit of an obstacle, but in actual fact, it turns out this is Unimira, yeah. It's so you need to watch out for a message today which feels like not the information you wanted to start with, but remind yourself of this reading because it's like this information feels like it's negative, but it's not because it changes the path of something for you. And it turns out that this path was a better way forward and it's a better start to something because a page as well can be a new beginning. And it feels like if you'd gone down the route that you were going to do, then you would have run out of energy and enthusiasm for this particular thing. It would have felt like, yeah, when you can feel that something's not right. So something that you'll hear today will change the course of what you were going to do, and that is for the good. That's going to be a good thing. It means that things are going to work out better for you. So that is my 12 cards, and I can only apologize for problems I've had today found and for rushing. I've had to rush through that reading because it was like I wasn't sure how long the sound was going to stay in, and I'm having to lean right forward to the laptop microphone, and I don't know what I'm going to do to fix it. So I have rushed through that. So if you are here for the first time, please join me again tomorrow morning at 10:30 UK time. And I promise you, I will have sorted out some better sound wise for you tomorrow. Okay, right. We'll do one question here because I saw conspiracy theories chuck this question in earlier in as well, so it must be really important to you. So conspiracy theories, I'm going to shuffle the cards again and I'll do you a quick 3 card reading. See if we can get you an answer for this. Now bear in mind when you ask a question like this, conspiracy theories, I'm going to be honest with you here. So only ask a question like that when you're prepared to hear the truth. Okay. But I will give you the truth. I see. So if you just bear with me while I give these cards a shuffle here. Have a look. We're asking the cards, conspiracy theories. Does he still think about me? Is he still interested? One of those questions we've all asked at some point, isn't it? And really can be really important to you, and it feels like you can occupy a lot of your mind worrying about these sort of things, and it can stop you moving forward as well. You are stuck on somebody that you shouldn't stop you moving forward, but similarly, you don't want to move on. Somebody that you still have a lot of feelings for is still interested. I totally get why you're asking that question, conspiracy theory, but at the same time, be prepared for the truth. What I get here, just making sure that we've got shuffle going on here. We like to shuffle it well. So think about me. I'm going to have to say that it doesn't feel positive for me here. I've got a Ace of Swords reversed, which is talking about sort of feeling a bit confused, feeling that it's obstacles, it's a bit of loss. I think this is how you're feeling at the moment. It feels like there you feel like you've lost out on something which was going to start, something that felt like it was going to go further, it was the beginning of something, and then it feels like all of a sudden it's like turned on its head and it's been stopped in its tracks. It feels like it stumbled at the first hurdle, if you see what I mean. It feels like it wasn't it was supposed to go further and it didn't. Because what you've got coming up next is the Knight of Cups reverse. Now, the Knight of Cups can very often be, when he's that way up, it's your knight in shining armor. So it feels to me like this person felt like he really was a knight in shining armor. But because this is reversed, it's saying that that wasn't really the, and it feels like there were untruths, there were lies behind this, but he wasn't honest with you. And perhaps you allowed that untruth to feel true in your mind, um to feel like you told yourself something that wasn't true, and you allowed, but your inner sort of, heard an inner voice that told you, hang on a minute, that's not right, but you sort of ignored it. So you ignored your intuitive side, ignored a feeling that something wasn't quite right, and sort of carried on with it. And that's why you've ended up with this stumbling block and why it sort of didn't turn out how you wanted it to. And then what we've got is we've got the Eight of Cups reversed. Now, the Eight of Cups reversed is talking about an inability to let go, because when it's up that way, this person's walking away from something and they walk away to a better place because they walk away to the mountains. You get to the top of a mountain, you look back with an objective viewpoint and you can see where you went wrong. When this is reversed, it's talking about the fact that you've got an inability to let go here, and in order to move forward, you need to let go of what it is that is still sort of holding you back. So I would say conspiracy theories that at the moment it feels like you need to let go of this situation and move on from it. Um, so I'm sorry if that's not what you wanted to hear. And now always remember that the tarot give you this is what I believe. The tarot give you the most likely outcome given the current situation, and given the current events. So it's not to say that things can't change in the future, but right now, conspiracy, I believe that what you really need to do is be focusing on how you're going to move forward. And sometimes we find that when we start making progress and moving forward, things right themselves in other ways, or you might find that that relationship isn't something that will go on forever, but at the moment you be moving away from it and moving forward rather than looking back. Okay, head for the mountains that you can look with an objective viewpoint rather than looking round and waiting for somebody else to feel something for you. That they may feel, they may not feel, or it could be buried in them, but I just wouldn't waste my time at the moment on them because you're being told to move on. Um, I know it's hard. I know it's hard to do. And thank you for sharing that with me in the chat. And trust me, I've been in that position myself. It's hard to let go and it's hard to know when to let go. But it feels like you are being urged by the cards that the mountains are ahead of you. You will get there. You will be able to walk to the top. And you'll look back and you'll wonder why on earth you did it earlier or do it more strongly because you're yourself in a weak position at the moment by not being able to let go and not being able to. Right, I'm going to call this a day for today, and I'm sorry that I'm cutting this short because I know I'm normally on more than this, and I've spent most of the reading moaning on about the microphone, but I really need to get this sorted for tomorrow. So, thank you very much for being here with me and for sticking here with me despite the sound problems. And I love you all very much, and I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully, and stay weird. Now I've got to work out how to switch it off. That's my final bit. I'm just going to have to close the window, guys. Stay weird. Hopefully, come back to me tomorrow when things are going more smooth.